She can reach him. Man, reach these fists to your jaw mouth. Rode it behind me and place his hand on my shoulder. Man, if you don't get your hands off me, bro. Off. How y'all doing? It's your boy JC and welcome back to Ebon Light. We're back. Oh, by the way, Merry late Christmas. Hopefully I can get this out on Monday because I'm recording this literally on Christmas. We're back with another episode of Ebon Light. You guys already know the drill. You already know what's going on, bruh. Last episode is exactly what we needed, and we finally got it. It's in our grasp. So now, what is going to happen next? I know Balcony said that we passed the thing. We did it flawless, some flying colors. Better than her, which is crazy because I am just smoothing through this thing. I am not even painting. I don't know how to rank up my stacks. My stats. So my next question, Balcony, is how long are we far from the end of the game? Because if we got past probably one of the biggest scenes that really test our strengths, how far are we from the ending of the game? But either way, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. Let's go. All right, I looked at the commander sitting next to the bed, confused. So this is the aftermath. We just got done. We still don't know if the ship is gonna be all right. What happened? Calipoa smiled with an odd expression that was both grim but proud. We were attacked by an animal. You defended the ship. I had an odd feeling, a terrible one, like I was missing something very important. The ship. Well, we're alive for now. We made preparations for the worst. You and Dulier would get a robot. Bruh. If it's any comfort. It really isn't. Really, because I'm not sure I'd get one. Did I say robot? But I suppose I don't blame you. I doubt he can row for very long. Her smile put me at ease, if slightly. Her panging sensation of loss was persistent, but I still couldn't put my finger on why. The cabin door opened, and Calipoa sighed with certain dramatic flourish. Callie, Vaden went quiet as his eyes met mine, then a warm smile spread over his face. What's up? Ooh, look at a fit. Even though it's trash, look at fit. You're awake. What's up, lover? His voice was soft, gentle, like I was fragile and weak. It didn't seem unwarranted, strange as I felt. She just woke up. Your timing is impeccable as ever, little cousin. Is there anything you need? Some water? Something to eat? A foot rub? A shoulder massage? I feel so strange. Why's she mad, bruh? We just lovers? What was it? What was I missing? What happened? We were fine, weren't we? The ship was still afloat. I was alive. So was. Of course, whatever you were pushing out managed to drive away a creature bigger than a clutch of wyverns. And we only saw its head. Not surprising that such extortion attacked you. That wasn't it, was it? What's going on, Akila? How do you feel? I think the cut and tail is gone. Wait, what? You do? Isn't that good? I wouldn't say that around Kadulier, but you look so distressed. Okay, wait. The cut and tail is gone. How did she presume that? What if you use so much of it, it's like a meter, you can't use them anymore? Perhaps it was just being quiet. Perhaps I was too weak to hear it. Why do I feel so empty? I mean, you use a lot of power. Fool. See, what she said you're tripping, like, don't be scared, B. I exhaled heavily, almost collapsing to the floor. Its voice was a whisper, and why had that scared me so? Shouldn't I be disappointed? Overjoyed? Instead, I'm relieved. However, I felt I could die. It was the cut-to-tail that had just saved me. It spoke. It was Vaden who looked truly disappointed. Though he masked it quickly with a small smile came to his face. He really don't like it. Are you happy? I don't know. He hesitated, then nodded. Hope you feel better soon. I think we should let her get some more rest. I nodded. Yes, we should. I'll be helping with the repairs. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm sure he'll be checking on you with a relative frequency. You don't mind? He's quiet. Don't worry. Got that all from his sneaking around. I won't wake you. Golly, does Calipoa not like Vaden? Calipoa left, but Vaden lingered behind her. I was so scared you were going to die. We were all going to die. Yes, but I was scared you were going to die. I stared at him, trying to understand what exactly was he trying to say. Just Please don't get caught up in Gilea's battles. Don't get lost in the violence. You don't need to. You are so free, Akila. So lovely. Free. You don't need a fight. I didn't have a choice that time. I know. And it was incredible to see. It's just, I'm compelled to beg you. They were only gonna ask for more. His gaze fell to the floor. And before too long, you won't be able to turn her around again. I'm sorry. It's really good to see you awake, Kyla. It's good to be awake. It means we're not buried in the sea. Yes, a vast improvement. I said I was a good swimmer and all, but that was bravado. I won't keep you from your rest any longer. Rest well, Kyla. OG, you do not understand what you have done. Then explain. It will be wasted effort. Then I don't care. Stop talking. I scoff flatly. You are the same as the others. You tease and hint, but you never say anything of value. You would not be able to understand our connection. You don't know what I am. Then tell me. I cannot. I scoffed even louder. I lay down again and rolled to my side, groaning over my sore arm. Now that the elves have seen it, your life is forfeit. So nothing new. Then fear not, ghost, for nothing has changed. A knock. No, not a knock. A furious pound came at the door. Before I could answer, even sit up, it flung open and there stood Saffron. Why are you so angry? Chill. What the frick is up with her? Amir came in behind her. Neither spoke. Saffron's eyes told of rage. Amir's face told of regret. I realized who was missing and then began to reel. Oh, don't blame that on me, bruh. Don't blame that on me. I did what I had to do, bruh. I did exactly what I needed to do. Like you said, y'all both was good at defending the flanks and repairing the ship. You were next to me. Don't blame his death on me, bruh. Chandler, you will regret. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting sick and tired of this character. You are so contradictory, bruh. Like, you're the one who wanted to do this plan. Don't blame me. I saved your life. Chandler is... What happened? What happened, Saffron? My eyes widening in understanding, though I did my best to reject the conclusion. Where is... Dead. Alright, I'm gonna be nice. Saffron, I'm so sorry. Your apologies are nothing. He is dead. The fool dead. Following your orders. Alright, let's calm down, guys. Let's calm down. Man, I'll pull your weave back, and you will suffer for this. What you finna do? Elves rushed through the passageway. Saffron turned at the commotion. Donkey kick her face. Go sit down somewhere before I put you on timeout. I made my way back up to the deck. I saw there was commotion gathered. This makes no sense, bro. Why are they mad at us? Why are they mad at us? There was a giant sea creature, and I'm sitting here trying to defend y'all. If I didn't do nothing, guess what would happen? And furthermore, he wanted to do the flanks. He wanted to protect the people. One person was gonna die either way. This is what happens, bruh. Don't blame his death on me, bruh. Not another fish. A ship. Oh, what the heck? Who the freak? Let me jump on they shit, bruh. These elves are racist, bruh. I do not like these elves. They're so bitter and like angry all the time. Oh my god, a human. Like, shut up. What do you want, bruh? Rothley ship. That was the initial objective of this venture. Out there on the horizon. Rothley. Okay, they're far north. They love their ships, their drink, and their artisan goods. Pirates? No, but a favorite target among pirates. They must know the state we're in. Are they going to attack? Can we defend ourselves like this? Oh, they won't get any closer. Even crippled we are, not toothless, and that's without considering you. Kyla, what are you doing up here? I was about to beat Saffron's ass. I heard commotion. There isn't, really. Just a spectacle. A show of pride and humiliation. Grumbling amongst the elves, who seem to be taking their inability to assault this foreign ship quite poorly. Luck of the sea. The Rothley ship lives another day. Juliet seemed to be the only one who found this amusing, chuckling to himself as he ran behind me and placed his hand on my shoulder. Bro, if you don't get your grubby fingers. It felt strange, as though it wasn't clear if he was being protective or possessive. Man, if you don't get your hands off me, bro. Off. God dang. I brushed his hand off just as Vaden approached. Juliet. Kyla. I turned to see Vaden and he was carrying a rope. Yeah, so we can hang all of you.
GTA.
What's going on? Why are you after them? We've allies who've compelled our generals for help. They lack the ships to handle themselves, as I understand. Rothley oft attack in the quiet, and then flee to the sea. The ship has been whittling down a far removed settlement, thus they are alone. Rothley's ships aren't powerful, but they are very fast. I wonder how bold they'll get. It must be tempting to creep closer. They'll come much closer, and they'll be within range of the bows. Is that likely to happen? No. Well, I don't know. They're known to be a little bit more reckless than average. B1, this is frustrating. I've never been so biteless. Bro, we just survived a Moby Dick, bro. Now we gotta survive a bunch of pussies. You get it? Bruh. Alright, that was really cringe. Truly, Commander, never. For the best, they've done nothing to Galea, and our allies are no allies. They're buyers. This isn't our fight. That's probably a manner of treason to their right of ears. Vaden, I'd be more careful if I were you. To a mute point, but there is nothing we could do but watch it turn. Even that, are there not repairs to be done? That's what I'm saying. We just literally survived an attack. Where is Captain Lexice? This dude is useless. He is lame. He is Majiska, the cut-and-tail master. She can reach him. Man, reach these fists to your jaw mouth. Who the frick is that? Captain Lexice? Alright, first of all, why are we destroying them, bro? The Deonoth want them dead. I don't know the nature of their crimes explicitly. They've been stealing supplies and kidnapping the Highborn. Retaliation for expanding north into Rothley territory. Ah, well, there you have it. Dulier, the merchant, who knows more about Caliore wars than I do. Politics and coin go hand in hand, dear Commander. Come on then, back to work. Elves begin to scatter, albeit reluctantly. I think I should get some more rest. I agree. Vaden walked me back to my cabin. Yeah, come on, Bay. Let's go, Bay. Leave these losers to their ship. I still felt sore from the fish battle. Call it a fish. I had expected to fall asleep quickly. Alas, I would not. The cut-tail was buzzing in my ear. It did not seem to be talking to me. Forgive? You're mad. He will pay. I despise it. I despise it. I will not. I will. It didn't respond to me. If I had asked what it was talking about, and eventually I would stop trying. I wonder if this was yet another new side effect I'd get to look forward to. Eventually, I either stopped listening or it stopped talking, and I fell asleep. I woke feeling like I just closed my eyes. Jolted awake when someone closed the cabin doors. Who the freak? Obi-Wan. I'm sorry, Akala. You could knock. No, it's alright. My thoughts were scattered, but rapidly recollecting. I felt anew fresh. My soreness was only a whisper. I feel good. You've been asleep a day and a half. I usually feel pretty good when I do that too. A day and a half? God dang. Can we get a transition or something to that? It's the middle of the night. If you're hungry, you'll have to make do with whatever's lying about. I got out of bed without giving much of a thought as whether I should or not. I felt better than I had in a long time. My muscles seemed to spring forth on its own accord, eager to test my new freedom. We're on a path for home. Properly, I mean. What about that Rothley ship? Callie took my place in bed almost immediately, prying off her boots. This ain't your home. What is up with you? Your little gaggle of elven men have been at each other's throats for the past few hours. Oh, my hoes? Hey, you know, that's how hoes be. I gotta hear them. They have. Yes. They plan on how to handle our homecoming. My good grandfather told you not to come back. Without direct invitation, as I understand. Yes. Cass or not, well, she scoffed bitterly. You may be under the impression he will take reasonable approach to this, seeing that you saved the ship and we're saving Galean lives. Well, I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm surprised the Onyx Chandler managed to pressure him against executing you the first time. He's the kind of man that a point will simply not eat if eating is the cost of power. So he'll have me executed. And Cass, the ship eater. That's a new name we settled on. Like it? I don't know how I feel about it. Why would we name it like we beat up Moby Dick with this ship? But Galloys, that's one of the things they've been fighting over. I'm sure you'll be cornered by one of them come morning. You'll have your fill of it and some. I'ma skip all of that fill. I ain't want your Wheaties. If you don't mind, and I know this would be rude of me, but may I? She fell backward into the bed after removing her armor. Hey, yo, let me see what is under that armor. Evidently done with the conversation. Of course. Sweet well, Commander. It's kind of weird how she ain't got her own place. Man, why y'all not do a scene? I wanted to see her without her armor on. The moon was glorious, so full and so low. It seemed almost within reach. I felt wonderful, better than I had in so long, and I wasn't sure why. For all that to happen, for all that was on the horizon, my scouts, I still felt enchanted, spoiled, strange. Yet it was cold, out on the deck, and mysteriously lonely. On the port side of the ship had been left relatively undamaged, it seemed, or repairs had been coming along far faster than I could imagine. There were elves about, but few busy in their work. I suppose many of the repairs couldn't continue in the darkness, though I didn't know. They did see me better in the dark after all, and the moon was boastful. For whatever the reason for the peaceful, if chilled, if lonely, if foolish way I felt, I decided to enjoy it. Yeah, it looks kind of cool, bruh. There was a very real chance I was dreaming, and I had learned well to take my reprieves where they came. It was just survival. Ooh, look at the cloak! I mess with this. As I settled in the railing, I thought it begin to fester in my mind, and I sighed because of course, for all my bravado, something would inevitably spoil the mood. Are you responsible for what happened at the docks? You don't know. Am I not tied to you? How would I know? If you gave it any thought, if you opened your eyes, I see all that I do through the cloud that separates us. Your life to me is a haze, and yet still I see more of it than you do. Do you wish to remain so oblivious? Shut up. Stop mocking me. For allies, be with me. Answer me. Help me understand. I am not your ally. You are a fool. What are you? A part of you. You mock me for not seeing, well, all you do is answer questions with riddles. It is clear what I am, what you are now, with a piece of me. You brought this on yourself. I brought nothing to myself. You have not been so helpless, even if your ignorance forgive your gluttony. Your steps are, each and every, foolish. Enough mocking me. Just speak plainly and tell me what you are, what you're doing to me, what you want. I want to undo this. I want you out of me. And if not, then I want to do what you have done to me. I want you. Another slew abstract statements that could mean any manner of horrible things. What do you want, human? What do I want? How unclear was I supposed to respond? Bro, what are these vague options? I don't know what I want, bro. I want answers. I'm gonna make a save because I don't know if we have to ever go back to this point, but I want answers. I want answers. Knowledge is a cage unto itself, but come closer to me and you will have what you want. I have riddles. I will spell things in your plain tongue before you face if you require, but you will regret it. What does that mean, come closer? What's going on? What's up with my eyes? You wish to ignore me. I am tired of you. I scoffed. Then leave me to my peace. How fortunate. Another distraction approaches. Oh, great. Akila, you're awake. I righted myself, turned around, and surprised to see Vaden smiling at me. You must be cold. I mean a little, bruh. I'm good. It's not very warm. No colder than Gallia, I'd say. I turned back to the sea and stared out over the dark ocean. I caught it less wet than Gallia, but here you are, dipping your head as close to the ocean as you can. He came beside me. I hope I'm not intruding. Did you want to be alone? You look like you have something on your mind. Looks like you wanted to say something? As he smiled as his shoulders drooped. Yes, I do. It does seem likely we'll have any real privacy anytime soon. At least not before. Well, I'll leave you soon enough. If you want me to. What are you talking about? Do you know how I feel about you? You're concerned for me. You seem to care about me. Yes, I care about you. And oh, is your arm all right? I stared a beat, caught off guard. My arm? Oh yes. The soreness is gone. I'll be gentle with it for a while, but I'm all right. Oh, good. I know some arm exercises, massages. And then a silence fell between us as I watched him, waited for him to continue. His expression appeared conflicted. No, it's It's more than that. I had a chance to question what he meant, process it, to respond. He drew closer. His hand slid across the railing till it collided with mine. Oh, he wanna get it on. I just don't care about you. I think about you all the time. Beyond what could be called mere concern. Really, I just adore you, Akila. I have for a while. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for the timing of this. Nothing is going to change. I'll never stop doing all I can for you. His hand covered mine, but he looked away from me. He seemed conflicted. But when he looked back at me, his green eyes were full of timid hope. Ooh, there it is, boys. Let's get it. Kiss him. I stared at him and a little smile began to form on my mouth. I leaned toward him, the air growing just a little warmer the closer I got. Are we gonna get a little animation? Hold up. There was a flash of surprise on his features just before my lips found his. He was still for a moment, and so was I, enjoying the sensation, basking in the closeness. He kissed me back. One of his hands rushed to cradle my face, while the other rushed around me and pulled me close. Whatever just started between us was to put a quick and cautious end when he took a step away from me, and I was left with only a whisper of a kiss. What's up, bruh? You don't want to finish? There was something hesitant in him, something wary. I hope that means what I think it does. I see something different when I look at you. Something that's precious, hopeful, beautiful. And it's almost addictive having you near. There's something about the way you make me feel, Kyla. Like there is something out there worth protecting. Something out there that's beautiful. But if you don't want... I do. Did it seem to you like I didn't want this? A surprised, nervous chuckle erupted from him for a mere second. I'd rather not assume anything. I've been knowing to misinterpret things. Well, I do, Vaden. Vaden exhaled sharply, a breath of relief and disbelief both. What a mercy to be able to tell you how lovely you are whenever I please. Vaden, what a mercy not to have think of an excuse to be near you. Was it such a struggle? He took my hand in his and held it against his chest. I will never. His thought trailed away. His attentions were captured by my fingers. He dotted kisses each of my fingertips. I will never let anything happen to you. Right back at you, bruh. And I will never let anything happen to you. You don't need to worry. If we are what I think we are now, Vaden, yes, I need to. And you must let me. He smiled softly, fondling his gaze warm. Come closer. He brushed his down my cheek and leaned forward slowly. Another kiss? What's up? For a second time, his lips met mine. He was gentle, delicate, like I was very fragile. The way he squeezed my hand was careful. He kissed my lips, that corner of my mouth, one with a more particular soft kiss further down my cheek. It's a beautiful night. It is. Hey, bruh. What the? Okay. We stood out on the deck for a long time. I felt warm. Alright, okay. It's going to be a mess. It's been a mess, Commander. Alright, we got Vaden for the taking. The icing on the cake is our failure to sink the ship. I could see him having all of us on account of that ludicrous failure, swept under by a force of nature. What's going on here, bruh? Let Galois come. No. Do we have a choice? Such as dropping you elsewhere? Gallia is the closest port. The ship is barely afloat as it is. We could try to take her somewhere else. If we started a course anywhere else, Galois would charge his whole ship with treason. Didn't Galois want us gone anyway? So why is he gonna get mad if we try to go anywhere else? You want to guess our odds of keeping control of the ship in the state while the majority of us fight tooth and nail to save their own lives? We could. You could. Just shut up. Akala and I could take a dinghy. Are you out of your Biwana mind? You think it'll be a romantic for the two of you to die of exposure, assuming one of those Biwana Kas don't suck you up by the accident? You know what will happen to her if we take her back. You two couldn't stand a chance out on the open sea. She would end up eating you. What does that mean, Brody? This dude is on crack. There's no need of speaking of Galois as though his desires are absolutes any longer. And did you ever think they were? He may try to have her swiftly executed. He may try to have all of us all swiftly executed. But, and Erno, if you would, please stay quiet. We won't allow her to be whisked away without a fight. Then what is the plan once we dock? Prepare for war? What? He glanced at Kalipoa and clicked his tongue. The seven of us against the island? Word will have reached him before we arrive. He'll know what she did to the Kaskas. Bro, why? Bro, if he tries to arrest her in the moment we dock, and he thought she might resist, he would prepare for heavy resistance. Bruh, I defended the ship. What is up with these racist elves? You did. Everyone on the ship owes you their life. That's not going to matter. Look around, brother. Everyone on the ship was chosen. Besides, I do not think he wants all of Gallia to see firsthand what the Cutatel can do. The docks were shrouded in mystery, and no one knew what quite they saw and heard. Watching those purple shimmers cascade out from Akila is another matter entirely. Casualties, property damage, put all aside in fear of the wonder and intrigue of our past. Yes, I'm almost certain of it. He is afraid of her. Less of her power, but of her being seen. Dulier failed to suppress a quick laugh. Really, he must have not tried to suppress it longer. And he's already lost. But he's going to fight. I think otherwise is a grave mistake. He sent us out here to keep her out of the city, and she has showed great power like she did. Do you think he is going to kill us all to keep us silent? Perhaps eventually. Huh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so. He introduced her to everyone. He brought attention to her. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, I don't understand. A obnoxious laugh took everyone's attention. Everyone but Heron. Oh, here we go. Out from a shadowy veil stepped Ikare, grin upon his face. Contain her quietly. You suppose he'll have her assassinated? Get out. For a moment, Commander. Perhaps I have something to add. If you stand still, I might get in a little more practice. The way you listen to your Onyx channel as though he understands the mind of our Grand General is precious, like he's your father and you're all gathered around for a bedtime story. And here I thought his specialties lie in trinkets of war, potatoes, blackmail, theft. Dulier's smile grew thin and unkind. I have survived much. You would be surprised at all my talent. And I would not extend my own life so foolishly if I didn't believe what I was saying. Everyone dies eventually, next Chandler. Everyone acts a fool in the end. If you're not here to say that, I'm sure you're not here to say that. I'm here to only suggest what our mistress wishes. You, Heron, talk to me later. The former masked commander, Mitwin, who, as our human, may or may not know is the Grand General's wife. She wishes to extend her sympathies for your situation. The one who already wanted me dead? I'm not trusting no hoe, she wanted me dead. Yes, that very one. The same one who sent you here to kill her? I have such limited orders. Little Dagger, we did not expect the Cutatel to be as interesting as it turned out to be. You're a fool. Ikare turned to Heron for a moment, expression still, but before smiling, turning his attention to me. What I would suggest is you seek my mistress out, assuming she does not seek you out instead. He laughed. The rest of us did not. Heron could tell you how to find her, I'm sure. Then you're done? He nodded. Then leave. Ikare disappeared into the crowd. Bro, what? For a little while, the bickering had started up again, but Heron was preoccupied with watching for Ikare's reappearance. Renault was trying to keep Dulier from spouting outright treason too loudly, and Calipoil was just fidgeting. Faye then grabbed my arm and pulled me away, the two of us managing to sink beyond immediate notice at a table a few feet away from everyone else. Then our eyes locked on another. The worry on his face melted into a smile, albeit a brief one. Whatever he was about to say got caught in his throat. Hello. Grab his hand. I reached across and took a hold of his hand. He responded by bringing my hands to his lips. Despite all his apprehension, it made me feel warm and hopeful. My grandfather doesn't know what he's doing. He's pushed too far. A bitter laugh. You're not going to be something he silences quietly. Are you two done? God dang, can I get my moment? I had truly... Vaden had offered me to walk to my cabin. With Ikare about, there would be no more foolish ventures on my own. That night on the deck had been risky enough. Of course, that ended nicely, hadn't it? A whistle caught our attention in the hall. There the assassin was. What's up, bruh? Igure. I only need a minute with her, Vaden. Disarm me if you like. Leave a crack in the door so you could hear her scream. Though I'd like some privacy. You can't be serious. I might regret this, hold up. Fine. Fine. I trust you know better than to test me. Kyla. I know better than to test too much, yes. No need to look at me like that, Vaden. Though it is always nice to see the fury in the eyes of the spineless. Come along. Alright, what do you want? I made sure to keep the cabin door ajar and to stay away as far as from Ikari as possible. Well, tell me, is there just the one ancient voice in your head? What? Ikari smiled and I thought in silence for a moment. My mistress would ask something of you. I suggest you dot her. What does she want? Your compliance, your experience. I can't say what she'll ask for, other than I suspect she will ask. It seemed likely enough with her historics you surround yourself with you've had formed some unfavorable preconception of her. Had she not ordered my death through you when you were a nuisance, you are more akin to a gaping wound now. Does that please you? Why would it please me? Perhaps you might appreciate your power. Regardless, I suggest you keep an open mind. I suggest you think carefully about how scared you wish to be of shadows. And I suggest you recognize your chances as they come. So you came here to threaten me. He smiled, appearing almost bored as he inspected his hand. Fainin is one of my mistress' only grandchildren to take her eyes. A soft shade of jade. A new spring sprout. I can tell she's curious about him. The raw loathing of her husband displays is more feigned when it passes to her. If I were to venture a guess, she fancies breaking him one of these days. What does that mean? He is a strange one. Mind your tongue. Be mindful what you say, assassin. He threw his hands up in surrender. Indeed, if he is one of yours and you take offense to his strangeness, then I beg your pardon. We all have our taste in lovers, don't we? May your journey home be restful. Man, get out of here, loser. There are no more sea monsters. Rest of the journey. The cut-to-tails whispers were sometimes frequent and sometimes utterly devoid. My strength had come back, and least, and just in time. Man, where's Saffron at? I want to fight then. Galea crept on the horizon as the Bastion approached. Oh, great. We really going back to Galea. I'm so confused because I thought he wanted us to leave and never come back. So why is he now like, I'm gonna just stop it here. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to deal with her bitter ass. She just pisses me off because it's like, what made you think that I'm the one who killed the Chandler? I did not kill the Chandler. If even furthermore, the Chandler was like, I can work on the docks and if it needs to be repaired. Amir can go help out with the bow, the archers, or I forgot it was vice versa, whatever it was. And then she could just stay with me. So that was the whole point. So my orders was just the best assumption off of their talent. So they can't get mad at me if I'm trying to do this. So it's just annoying that she's mad at me. I'm like, bro, no, you should be mad at yourself. Amir don't even look mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, she pisses me off, bro. Cannot stand people like that. Bitter. I'm not gonna be that sorry junk either. I'm next episode, bro. Y'all already gonna see what's gonna happen. I am hitting her in the face if I get the opportunity. She needs to know her place. Either way, this was a good episode. It does got me curious on what's gonna happen next as far as the story goes. Now that we're lovers with Vaden, and it's a little bit more rocky now because, you know, we have to go back, but Gallo is we might get in the risk of him getting killed by him, but it doesn't make sense to me. Isn't Gallo supposed to, he's the one who sent us out here and he wanted us off Galea, so why does he want us back? Furthermore, Moby Dick pulled up and I'm supposed to protect the whole people and they still pointing fingers at me, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, we gotta leave, bro, because these elves are so bitter, bro. Either way, man, y'all let me know your thoughts and theories as usual. Stay blessed, keep headspace strong, and I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.